Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Nora, and we'll be facing off against the Diana adventure from the Rogues of Runeterra campaign. Since we need to beat this adventure with a Banal City champion, I figured I would use the one that I have the lowest star ranking on. Since the most encounters in this adventure are rather aggressive, I feel like Nora will fare decently well against them. We can develop big boards with the portals, and then we use the corrupted star fragment to kill our own allies and buff Nora, and then we summon even more units. And then I just have Banshee's Well to make it so Nora is harder to remove. Spirit Blossom, Evelyn, Ambessa, or Ari. Ambessa with regeneration is neat. Ari is interesting, but I don't feel like it would be that good. Spirit Blossom Evelyn unfortunately doesn't seem that great without consistent buffs to health and ways to steal the opponent's unit. So I guess we go Ambessa instead. Public Execution is kind of bad, but Rictus is a good 2-drop. And then we have Ambessa. Yeah, let's go for Ambessa. Maybe we can level up Ambessa and then we just attack multiple times. Let's reroll. We have a bunch of rerolls. We can afford to use a few here to try and get some decent power. Guess we'll take the Enfeebling Strike, since all the other ones are kind of bad. I wasted too many rerolls there. Legion Drummer synergizes with Nora. Bird is a decent 1-drop. I start a free attack. It works with Ambessa, right? You've attacked 5+ times, yeah. It's around the first time an ally 5+ power attacks rally. If only that was 1 mana, like we got last time. Rude Awakening for 4 mana. Sure, it works with Nora. Yeti. Now let's take the Stress Defense instead. Now let's roll. Blade Judge, Otterpuss. Let's do Otterpuss. For Glory, Cunning Sweep, Emperor's Divide, nope. Lord Malat for 3 mana. Sure, we don't have a 3-drop yet. Trifarian Training Pits. Scrap Dash Assembly. Shampoo. Now we have to reroll. Okay. And Grubble Slug. We don't have the best draft here. But we don't need a perfect draft to win, we just need something that can stall long enough for us to hit portals and get a bunch of units on the board that way. I'm going to save the rear guard for the next turn. Really? It just developed that right away. That's just rains on my parade. Well, at least next turn I'll be able to attack because I'll have units to throw in into the corrupted star fragment. I can even do Grumble Slug, and then we use that to rally. Yeah, I think that's the play. Then we attack with everything else. Force the opponent to block here, otherwise he dies. You don't save the one that's blocking the Nora, really. That's interesting. I don't think we'll be able to close out the game here, but at the very least we can make it so the opponent loses all of his board. Next turn we can develop Mbessa. The annoying part is the opponent's just pulling a bunch of elusives. I'll gladly trade the Nora in just to avoid taking more damage, since I can kill the opponent on the board next turn. We lost way too much health here. You don't even have that much regeneration. No, that's not good. 4 mana, 3/4. It's not perfect, but hopefully we can make it work. Let's go for the top path. Let's go for the shop. Maybe we can buy something that helps tie this mess of a deck together. No, we can't keep these. We need cheap early units, especially if the opponent's going to start with the attack token. Okay. Mountain Goat. I'll let the opponent attack with the Mountain Goat first. That way we can develop the Nora. Attack with the Nora next turn. I can actually do Lord Malat next turn. That way we develop a portal and we buff up the Nora. Nah, let's not do that. Let's not buff up the Nora. Unfortunately, the opponent silenced the keyword out of the Lord Malat. Let's develop a Bessa. We're taking so much damage from the opponent's power. It's just chipping away at our health. Slowly but surely. There we go, that's a cheaper card. We definitely need that.
I see the heavens aflame, gods burning in starfire. I see the living rise as one to watch their end.
Let's do Grumble Slug. Let's try to attack multiple times this turn. It also works to go ahead and debuff the opponent's units. Yeah, you can heal your units all you want, it doesn't really matter. Guess it matters because now we can safely block into the Nora. Okay, it doesn't. I figured he would block into the Nora, then deny me the extra portal. But I guess I was wrong. Ooh, we can level up Mbessa here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's level up Mbessa here. That way we can hopefully deter the opponent from attacking by threatening to rally. I guess not. I guess the opponent really wants to attack. Well then, can do this. Rally that way. And we attack. Let's not kill the Mbessa with the Nora accidentally. And we can actually do this, and then we kill the opponent. Oh, every encounter is rough. We're taking way too much damage. We need to stop the bleeding somehow. Either we get some form of healing into the deck. Go hard, Trifarian Training Pits. The thing is, we need the board space for the units we get from the portals. So we can't really go for the Trifarian Training Pits. I think we have to go for the Go Hard. even though it doesn't really synergize with our deck. At least it replaces itself. Yeah, I guess we take this, and we definitely take this. This is actually decent to drop. Wait a second. +3/+1 means the grab dash assembly units will be for 2s. You know what? Sure. I passed the pawn it at the beginning of the run, but that's because I forgot the buff effect is for all created allies. It's not just for allies that get summoned from portals. Ooh, this is actually going to be a decent first turn. Never mind, the opponent just blew me out of the park with his first turn. I think I'm screwed. The opponent has some very large units in hand. Meanwhile, I've developed.
The light of my star warms the
I
heavens.
can public execution something. Get the rally here.
Our bond.
Appears I was the one that got lucky this time around. Attacks, that's fine. But I'll trade this in. You don't really need to deal one to everything.
Joy is a good look in a book and a cat in a lap. Skip in a hop.
Let's do this. You know what? I'll attack with everything. I think trading onto the opponent's units is fine. If I can just keep getting more units from the portals. Mbessa. Let's set up on the Mbessa. It has barrier.
Bring night bloom. I'll tell a story.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Pathetic pup.
Well,
Die with honor.
can I somehow find a way to kill that thing with the Mbessa? No. Seems like no. The Luminous Sprite doesn't even do anything. It doesn't have any keywords. Well, at least we have a decent amount of portals in the deck, so we're just going to develop a large board off of that.
By crook, I'll find you, dear cat.
Ooh, that's a high roll. Unfortunately we're not getting encroaching mists. Stunning both the Mbessa and the Norra, okay.
Need a second.
Tell me
Let's
a
keep working
story.
towards leveling up the Mbessa, I guess.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
You want to attack opponent, preferably with something I can use the Mbessa to block. Probably not. Yeah, and he doesn't attack. Well, I guess he'll die to the Norra. Our hand is too full. Well, fortunately it's fine. Ooh, for a second there I thought he was going to turn the Norra, but it was okay. That was a clean victory for once. I did kind of get lucky with our second turn. Hitting that discount on the public execution allowed us to swing the board nicely. Cooling Strike, Precious Pet. Let's do Cooling Strike, I guess. Shop or Champion Item Chest. Let's go for another shop. We have a decent amount of money. Disarmed. That's pretty good, especially when the opponent's units don't have that many stats. Definitely cutting the Mist Keepers. Unfortunately, 4 mana for a 3/4 with no effect, or a effect that's extremely niche, is just not worth it. Keep the Nora. Keep the Calling Strike, maybe? The opponent does have some early units he can play. Surely the opponent doesn't have a way to prevent me from attacking with Nora. No, but he has a way to kill Nora next turn.
Portals everywhere.
I'll have to keep Calling Strike mana open to protect the Nora. That's a high roll. Wait, the opponent doesn't do anything, really? I was fully expecting the opponent to attack. For some reason he didn't attack though. And I don't understand why. Just going to do this so I can buff up the Nora by stealing the attack from these units. Then I proc the Ambassa, get to attack with Nora again, develop even more portals. We only have 2 in the deck.
Step lively.
One more attack and Ambassa levels up. These are some high rolls we got off of the portal pulse. Do you want to play something that dies to an Ambassa for free opponent? Pretty please. This technically doesn't die to the Ambassa. But I do develop a... You know what? This is fine. All that extra attack doesn't really matter. I just want the midnight raid to use on the Green Fang Warden. That way we get an attack token. I can drop down a Spectral Matron to get the
I'm quite ready for a
big unit from my hand. And then we attack with everything. And the opponent dies. What a high roll.
A journey's end is just another's beginning.
I think we're safe from here on out. We'll even get a full heal after this. Philosopher's Stone, Spider Fang. Let's do extra stats on the Nora. We don't really need the card draw, I think. Prophet of an Elder God, Afterlife Forbidden, Sandstone Scout. You know what? Sandstone Scout consistently develops a unit on the first turn that gets buffed by our power, so sure. Also, we're going for the bottom path because there's no way I'm going against the Pale Death encounter with this deck. We just generate so many units, the opponent has whatever it chooses to completely melt my health. We've been getting Nora fairly consistently.
Rest my self.
It's fine.
Skip and a hop.
Let's do this actually. We don't really need to
Row and two.
kill the Yardlesmith just yet. Let's just drop down units that can safely block the opponent's stuff. Actually, never mind. I forgot the opponent would debuff my attack. But we can go for a big swing turn next turn. We'll just use the Grumble Slug for a rally. Ooh, and Rictus is going to be good alongside that. That's fine. Right, it buffs the opponent's units as well. That's not that fine though. We can do this. Rictus stuns. I get the unit back. Didn't expect that. I guess it makes sense he runs crawling sensation.
Off we go. My board.
Well, at least he doesn't really have a lot of units on the board. And I'm pretty sure I can... Never mind, I was about to say I can get the full board here, but I got unlucky and didn't hit any portals. At least he doesn't get to make use of his power.
Are you lost?
But I am taking another 4 here. Well, let's work on Ambassador level up. Keep attacking on his attacking turn. Ambassador or Norra just kills the opponent here. Yeah, no matter what he does, he's dead. I get to buff up the Norra. We lost 6 health, but we're already right there at the end, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, we still have one more encounter. It won't matter. Scrap Dash Assembly, sure. It's a decent enough card in this deck. Card cut, will cut. Rictus is pretty good. I guess Culling Strike, I haven't really used it at all. Even in an encounter where I figured he would be useful, I just ended up not using it. Shared Mana Flow. Do I really want to ramp the opponent? I guess so, because I thought it also accelerates me. Smooth Soloist. Well, Chess definitely want this Smooth Soloist. Last time around, Evershade Stalker did me in, and I ended up using my revive here. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. I'll keep this hand. Fairly low curve, so that we can deal with the early aggression from the opponent. We can do Legion Rearguard. Try to bait the opponent into trying to remove this or something else before I drop down the Norra. I know that Norra has a spell shield and whatnot, but I think this is still worth it. Loses some of his board, he gets 3 units. That's a problem. I'm going to lose Norra here. Yeah, and I have nothing in my deck that saves me, unfortunately. I guess I can try to mitigate the opponent's attack by doing this. He has 3 units in hand, one of which is ephemeral, guaranteed, because it's the thing he copied with the fading memories. Can do double Rictus here, I guess. I just need to attack with something here. I guess I'll attack with the weakest unit. Should have traded into that thing, but that thing generates value for the opponent. So I don't know. I definitely need a miracle to pull off a win here. I think I'll refrain from the public execution. Better off just dealing with the opponent's board with the go hard and cycling, I think. Maybe the opponent blocks this attack. Perfect. Already got some use out of the Legion Rearguard. The main concern now is the fact that the opponent's getting infinite triggers from the Lonely Shime Slime. But he seems to have run out of out of cards in hand. Sure, he has the Warden's Prey to refuel, but I don't know if that's enough. Here we can go ahead and attack with everything, since we stun 2 units. Let's try to go for a very aggressive turn. It's fine. The opponent loses most of his units here. Unfortunately, he gets the coin. The main concern is definitely the fact that the foe keeps continuing to be able to proc the Nightfall. So we can go infinite. Oh no. That's not so bad. I'm definitely going to use that next turn. I think trading in here is fine. Oh, we're dangerously close to losing. Hopefully we draw something good here. Norra. We can go Norra and Heartshaker.
I'm quite ready for a new adventure. I seem to have misplaced my
Don't really like the monkey idol here. Since it's immobile, it doesn't really do much for us. Oh no. Oh, how do I survive this? This little stun. This stun's one of those. It's enough to kill. He's going to be able to Commander Leathers next turn again. I definitely need to hit many blockers here.
The journey ahead is long.
I'm definitely overriding the monkey idol. Okay, it chose not to go for Commander Leathers for some reason. I guess it's because he can do that. Let's block here, block here, block here, block here. I need to use everything. I have to block. We're so close to dying, but we're scraping by. Next turn I'm definitely Shimmering Mirage, Norra, and I hope for the best. Okay, we're hitting portals consistently now.
Section 3, potent portal craft.
Wait a second. Let's do it in this order.
Section 6, magical misfortunes.
This is a bit better. Surely the opponent doesn't have a way to survive this, so I'm definitely going to need to purchase some healing. Or I can just choose to risk it all and completely forego the healing. I think since I'm going to spend my money on the power here, the smooth soloist, stacked against them. Sure, it helps accelerate our plays, so even though we don't get full benefit by having a 40 card deck, it's still fine. What do I want to cut? Go hard maybe? But the go hard was actually useful against that encounter. It bought us like 3 health or 2 health that we wouldn't have otherwise. How many points of health do we have? 11. 11 points of health in the dream. I guess we have the revive. If we have to use the revive, so be it.
I will find my way in darkness.
The opponent starts with 4 mana. Keep them best. Actually, this is a decent hand. We'll keep one champion. Mbessa is decent enough. We can actually go for the Mbessa on the first turn. I'm going to do that.
I am unrivaled.
Does he pass here?
Chosen.
No, he doesn't. Perfect. Ooh, this is huge. I get to not only kill the Diana, but I also kill the flight.
Moonlight guide me.
Okay. He kills my unit back. But it could be worse. At least now he has no more mana. Next turn, I suppose I'll go House Spider or Scrap Dash Assembly.
We were peaceful once.
Let's do Scrap Dash Assembly since it gives me something to discard for the scrap heap.
Bring the moonlight with them.
Open way. Actually, let's do Basilisk Bloodseeker. It removes the overwhelm unit. We want to preserve our health as much as possible.
They forced us to choose death.
It's fine. Yeah, officially more than stabilized the board. In fact, we have the control of the board. What do I want to do here? Do I want to go Grumble Slug attack? Or do I go Lord Malat? Actually, let's go Rictus. Rictus denies,
Travels on the night.
yep, a big unit the opponent might play here. The unfortunate part is that Mbessa is vulnerable to dying. If I do this... I can also just attack like so and not risk Mbessa at all.
Resist.
I think that's fine.
Amplitudinous. Kind of my catchphrase.
It's fine. Let's do monkey business since we got another monkey at the next start. At the next round start. Let's pass. We have a full board. We don't really have to worry about anything the opponents are doing. Okay, now we have to worry about that because that's 10 damage elusive coming our way. Let's try to fish for Norra. Even if I have to just use Norra to block the elusives,
Ready for a new
I think that's worth it because I can't really afford to take too much damage. Yeah,
Are you
let's use Norra to just buy ourselves 5 health. Lord Malat.
Night
Next
flowers
turn we
on my
attack. We can actually attack with the Mbessa. We can go for Atakan. Let's go for Atakan. This way we get a very big threat coming towards the opponent. And Norra as well.
Her flowers bring the moonlight with them.
Ooh. That was rather lucky actually. If we had hit the second Mbessa, we might have been in a bit of trouble because the opponent would have dealt a bunch of damage to my Nexus. And I might not have been able to come back the way I did because I wouldn't have the dead Norra to revive off the Atakan. So that was purely luck. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.